Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Yona. I'm a third year resident out of Georgetown University. And we are continuing the series of exploring the different podiatric medical schools around the country. In today's series, we actually have a special guest. His name is Nidhin John. He's a third year podiatric medical student out of the UT Rio Grande Podiatric Medical School. And he'll be answering some of your questions and some of your sort of concerns about the school and about the program. So without further ado, here he is.
Hi, my name is Nidhin John. I'm going to be a third year podiatric student at the UTRGV School of Podiatric Medicine. And today I'm here to answer some of the questions about our school. Before we start, I would like to thank Dr. Diksha and Dr. Yona for having me here at the Podiatric Journey. I was a huge fan of them, and now having this opportunity to talk about my school to you guys is great. So before further ado, I can start off with my first question. What's the area like? We are a small town with a small population. The temperature, I would describe it as tropical weather. Also, it is Texas, so it can get a little hot here. We do have a lot of local restaurants as well as chains here. The biggest thing though that you do have is South Padre Island, which is about an hour to 45-minute drive from here. And that's really amazing because some of our off times we do go there to enjoy our time. And we do have a lot of hiking trails, we do have skatings, pickleball, bowling, the usual things that you can find any places. A lot of us actually live right by our school in about a 5-mile proximity. We do have some students who do live in the Brownsville area, which is 30-minute drive from here, and they do have our dormitory. Pricing wise, it can range anywhere from $500 to $1,000. It depends on if you're trying to live by yourself or if you have a roommate. But typically it is cheaper to some of the areas or schools nearby. So it is kind of cheap to live here. We do have HEB, Walmart, Target, Sam's Club. We don't have a Costco. That's the only thing that we don't have right now. Class size wise, we can have maximum 40 students, and the only class that has been close to that is my cohort, which do have 38. The other two cohorts right now has 21 and 22 students. So it is a close-knit family, and some of the classes that we have are Intro to Medicine, Biochem, LEA, Immuno, Micro, Biomechanics, Clinical Skill, HSS. These are the classes that our first years take, and in the spring they take Microbio, HSS again, Language of Medicine, which is anatomy of everything other than LEA, and then CVR, renal physiology, clinical skills again, and forefoot pathology and surgery. Our school is semester based, and with that, we take all of our classes before we go into our rotations. So during rotations, we do have shelf exam. That's something that our school does. For that, we take all of our classes before we go into our third and fourth year. It's not impossible to do, but it is jam-packed for the first 2 years. We do have a lot of research opportunities. We do have close-knit connections with all the residency programs in Texas, where we present some of our research opportunities. We do have 2 research labs, which is the ABLE lab and the regenerative medicine lab. And we have one of the best biomechanics lab here in our school, which does research, and they do get paid for the research at the regenerative medicine lab and the ABLE lab. And we do have other research that we do with ACFAS or ACPM or any other club also. So there's a lot of research opportunities that are there. We have an abundance of clubs. We have ACFAS, we have ACPM, we have AAWP. Some of the unique things about our school is we have something called Student Interest Group, where we do fun things, where we have a basketball club, we have a student walking club, we have MSA, Muslim Students Association, we have Texas Podiatric Medical Students Association, and one of the most unique clubs that we do have is the first chapter of the Association of Extremity Nerve Surgeons, and is the only and one student chapter for the Association of Extremity Nerve Surgeons, and we are happy to have the first and only one associated with that. We do have a small gym, but we do not have a cafeteria, but we do have a small market that is inside our school, which does have some type of cold food or anything that you can buy from a small market. And we are actually planning on construction of a cafeteria probably in the future, but as of right now, we do have a market. We do have peer tutoring and counseling. We also have yoga classes. At times, we also have physical activity, which we do tend to do with our Student Government Association. We do have a professional that comes in every Wednesday for counseling and mental health. So that is something that we do provide. And academic support also, we do have peer tutoring available. The most favorite part about my school, I would say, is my classmates, because we are a small knit of community. We know each other very well. We help each other a lot, and you get to know everybody, and everybody helps each other out. So I would say the classmates is my favorite part of the school. Does the school have a special group to help spouse or family members acclimate to medical school? Unfortunately, we don't have anything yet, but we are very accommodating of our parents. Right now, we have about 5 students who are also parents, and they are managing our class. And if something comes up, we're all accommodating the faculty, and the admins know that. But official sense, no, we don't have anything yet, but we are planning on doing something. Does your school offer scholarships is the next question. Yeah, we do. Since we are a state school, we do get a lot of state funding. So we have state school scholarship, we have the TPMA scholarship, Steve Benito scholarship. So there are a lot of scholarship opportunities that are available. We do need a car for transportation, but because our school is divided between 3 schools, our main campus is in Harlingen. We do have other campuses in Brownsville and in Edinburgh. So if you need to go from Edinburgh to Harlingen or from Harlingen to Brownsville, we do have buses, and we do have something called Vaqueros Vault where they take you. But in order to go to the groceries or something like that, then yeah, you do need a car. Are there any jobs that students can take on as their first year in school, such as peer tutors or note takers? We don't have anything for the first years except for being able to partake in a lab, which do pay, but first years don't get to work as tutors or note takers. That's starting from second year onwards. We do have 24/7 access to the gym, market, our classrooms, library with hard access, and we can also have access to the anatomy lab with our 24/7 access card. And the next question is, does your school have any special ties with residency programs? Officially, we have one of the newest residency programs. We have the UTRGV residency program, which starts with its first cohort this July of 2025. But in an unofficial capacity, we do have ties with the San Antonio program, Baylor program. We do go to San Antonio a lot, especially for things like the Tex Fix, and we do have something that is unique called with the Bandera Conference, in which all of the residency programs comes together. We get to hang out with all the residency program directors, which are something unique about our school. And finally, I would say that we are a new school. We're only 4 years in, but there's a lot of improvements that has happened since I've been here. We have new facilities, we have new faculty, we have amazing faculty, we have new labs, we have new classrooms with the brightest and new technology. So it is an ongoing process, but it has improved so much, and it's only going to go up from here. So you're not going to make a wrong decision by coming to the UTRGV School of Podiatric Medicine, and I would really suggest you take a look at us. And if you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to us through our Instagram. And also, I will leave my email here down, so you guys can always reach out to us. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys got to know a little bit more about our school. And thank you for having me.